Hi everyone, welcome back to World of Mike, the Partwork Wrangler, and today we have issue number 3 of one of my favourite collections to do, the International Space Station. This is one that I'm really enjoying. Now in here we are going to be doing the space station, more components of it. As you can see, we've got some really lovely parts in this, and we are going to be building some sections in between, as you can see, and using a few metal bars and having a little piece that goes into the end of that. So that is what we're going to be doing in this assignment. I'm not going to put that one in today because it's just going to sit there, so I'm going to do that at a later date. I don't want to just like put it in and have it just standing there doing nothing, but we'll cover that in another issue. So let's get started on here. Now first things first, we want to get ourselves this little bar here. So this is actually, it feels like metal, yeah, so this is metal, as you can see. I'm going to bring that down a bit, and what we need to do is to put a bar. This is really lovely, it's like really heavy metal and stuff. We want the square bit. You can see at the end that we don't have that little square bit that has the detail on. As you can see, this has detail and that part doesn't. Now what we need to do is, we've got a square channel here, and we just need to feed that in, making sure that we've got the posts facing upwards, because we're going to secure a really lovely section to this now. So we're going to move that over to one piece and get this section here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, absolutely stunning. Now it is beautiful in all its lovely, I think it's like a bronze colour, isn't it? And we need to ensure that this remains flat. So what we've got here, you can see there's two different bits here. You've got a square rectangle bit and two squares, and then the other end, as you can see, has a little what looks like a USB-C charging hole. And what we're going to do, we're going to move this structure over, and we're going to be pasting it onto these two parts here. Okay, so we want the circle and then the circle. That's going to feed over here, and it will be secured onto there like so. I'm just wondering if that, it doesn't, I would have thought that would sit on the peg, but it doesn't. So okay, yeah, that doesn't actually sit flush, so we're gonna have to hold that there while we secure it. The next thing that we need to get is 3D. Now on the back of here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has got a print. Is that going to focus? I don't know, but it does say 3D in there, so obviously do check them, because the other part here is obviously labelled with a different marking. You can just about see 3B. Okay, so we want 3D first of all. As you can see, we've got two holes here, and we want to fix it into place with this part onto here. So as you can see, it's gonna go over there and fix it into position. Okay, so we're gonna hold that like so. Do you know, I would have thought, I'm a little bit concerned about this, because I would have thought that that would sit into the recess, but I don't know. But we're going to need ourselves some MS4 screws now, and it says to use a black screwdriver, but I'm just going to use my own screwdriver here, and we're going to get the MS4 screw, and we've got to put this over the top of here, making sure that you've got this little, just realised that part there has got a different piece on it. So sorry, that's 3E. Oh wow, yeah, I thought let's have a look here. So I've accidentally picked up 3E, so I'm just going to go and get 3D. I don't know why I picked up 3E for, but let me go and get 3D and I'll be back. Oh my god, you're never going to believe this. Like, I've just gone out of the room to go and get it, and the piece is sitting there, look. Oh my days. But yeah, this is 3D, which I think will sit that side. It's a bit confusing because there's a little nodule bit on it, you see, so it does go this side, but yeah, finding this quite awkward. I'm not happy that this is not sitting, you know, on the thing flush. It's quite, you know, you would think that it would sit on the peg a bit, but it's just nothing for this to grip on, so we're gonna have to be very careful here, because what we've got to do is secure this into here. I mean, once we get a grip on it, it'll be fine, but we need to make sure that this is laying flat, because it's a very delicate part. So just see if I can get a bit of tightness on that. Aha, there we go. Okay, and then we'll just do this side as well. I'll try and do it around the other way here, because that's going in lovely. Just gonna make sure that that's, I like my screws nice and tight base, so that is that section, and for some apparent reason that's all we're doing. There's literally nothing else to do on this, so that is what it's looking like, as you can see with that part there. And then apparently we're going to be putting another piece, I suspect onto this section here at a later date. But one thing we do have to do is to put this supporting bar in. Okay, so this has got a longer piece in, and then this has got like a hole in it, so maybe something connects onto there. And this is just going to sit in here. You've got like a little channel, very similar to the channel that we did up here. So as you can see, it can come out, and that's going to go into there. The next one's going to go into here and connect up. And I have noticed there's a slight gap there, so I wonder if we can, that's probably about as best as I can get it. And then that is basically like a supporting mod for it. And then we secure something on the back of here, which I suspect is probably going to be another one of these bars here. Now, the only other thing that's left to do is to put this weather pane into here. I'm going to cover that in another issue. We'll cover this in another issue, because that will just go into there, but I'll do that in another issue. That's no problem. But until then, that is what it's looking like. We do actually have 3E left over, so obviously we'll do something with that. I think it's just going to be one of them deja vu moments where we do exactly the same on this end. But that is a nice, quick, easy issue of number 3, the International Space Station in all its glory. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I really enjoyed that issue. So yeah, that's issue number 3 done. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time for issue number 4 coming soon to the channel. So thank you very much. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.